Hey everyone, and welcome to a little different kind of deep dive this week. Usually we're, breaking down strategies or getting lost in the lore or whatever. But this week we thought we'd do something kind of fun.
Yeah.
And highlight some of the cool stuff that's been going on in the DayR community lately. So
Have a pulse check.
yeah, exactly. Like, what are people talking about?
What are people thinking about?
What are people struggling with? And we're calling this Wasteland Fatigue Weekly.
Wasteland Fatigue Weekly.
It has a nice ring to it, right?
It does have a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
Very catchy.
Yeah, so we've been spending some time in-game chat, just sort of scrolling through, see what people are saying, and there's some really interesting stuff in there.
Oh yeah, there's always something interesting going on in the DayR chat.
Always.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're just going to kind of highlight some of the things that caught our eye, and maybe spark some conversation.
Right. Get people thinking and talking.
Yeah, exactly. So first up, we noticed a lot of players talking about Burnout.
Yeah, it seems like that Christmas event really took it out of some people.
It did. I mean, it was a grind.
It's a crime.
Like I think we all felt it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely hit a wall there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuel Sandwich actually said they're taking a whole month off from the game.
Wow. A whole month.
Yeah.
That's dedication to the break.
I know, right? And then Vookum is just logging in for crafting queues.
Yeah, just getting those daily bonuses.
Exactly.
Smart move.
Yeah. So it's a good reminder that, even in the wasteland, you got to take care of yourself.
Absolutely. You can't survive if you're burned out.
Right. So what about you guys? Have you hit that event wall yet? Let us know in the comments. Okay, so moving on. There was this whole thing about the YAML offer.
Oh, yeah, that was confusing.
So confusing. Like, Yarl Dero said they saw the offer, even though they already had a YAML.
That's strange.
Right? And then Dymo Sheep thought it was only for players who didn't get it last year.
Right, maybe a second chance kind of thing.
Yeah, but then Fatigue Force have said, you can't get a second YAML from the gacha. You can only buy it with the offer.
Oh, so it's a premium exclusive?
It seems like it. It's so weird.
It is weird.
What are the devs doing?
Yeah, what's the logic there?
I don't know. But it definitely got people talking.
It did, for sure.
Yeah. All right, so next up, let's talk about the in-game economy.
Oh, boy. The economy.
It's always changing, right?
Always in flux.
Yeah. So we had Lokonen, who came back after a 2-year break.
Wow, 2 years.
I know.
That's a long time.
And they were like, what happened to sulfuric acid?
Yeah. Remember when that was like the gold standard?
I know everyone was trading sulfuric acid.
Yeah.
And Lokon had all this cement.
Cement. Oh, yeah.
They were like, is this worth anything?
That's a good question.
Right. Luckily, Dymo Sheep was there to set them straight.
Dymo Sheep always seems to have the answers.
I know, right? They're like the Wasteland Oracle.
And Wasteland Sage.
So Dymo Sheep says steel and cement are the hot commodities right now.
Really?
Yeah.
So construction's booming in the Wasteland.
Apparently. And they also recommended checking the commercial chat.
Yeah, that's where all the deals are made.
Exactly. So what about you guys? What are you trading these days? Let us know in the comments. Maybe we can all get rich together.
Wasteland riches.
Wasteland riches. Okay, so let's move on to something a little more heartwarming. We saw this player, Meatball166616, who was really struggling with the final Christmas boss.
Oh, yeah, that one was tough.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other players jumped in to help.
Oh, that's nice.
It was so cool. Like, Arch Mechanics was giving them tips on which enemies to focus on.
Right, take out the ranged ones first.
Exactly. And make sure you have pizza and blingy buffs.
Oh, yeah, those buffs are essential.
Totally. And then Moki Reaper wanted to know what level their Santa coat was.
Yeah, the Santa coat makes a big difference.
And they were recommending gingerbread for extra damage.
Gingerbread. Nice.
I know, right? And of course, Dymo Sheep showed up again.
Of course.
To remind everyone that party poppers are basically useless compared to fireworks.
Oh, yeah. Party poppers are a waste.
Totally. So it was just really cool to see everyone coming together to help out.
Yeah, that's the spirit of DayR.
Right. It's like even in the apocalypse, people are still good.
Deep down, yeah.
Deep down. Okay. So now for a topic that always gets people riled up. Realism.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
So we had the Beast 9, who wants more realistic 3D character models in battles.
Interesting.
Right. I mean, can you imagine, like, fully rendered 3D characters duking it out?
It would be pretty epic.
It would. But then Dymo Sheep brought up a good point.
What's that?
What about game size and performance?
Right, not everyone has a top-of-the-line phone.
Exactly. And Pastille 1004 actually prefers DayR's combat system to the real-time chaos of Last Day on Earth.
I can see that.
Yeah,
There's something to be said for turn-based combat.
right. It's more strategic.
Yeah, you have to think things through.
And then In Charname had this theory that maybe Dayar started as a passion project.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
And then it kind of evolved into a commercial venture.
Yeah, that would explain some of the quirks.
The quirks. So yeah, it's a debate that's not going away anytime soon.
Nope.
So what do you guys think? More realism or stick with the stylized look? Let us know in the comments. Okay, so get this. We have a player who's not only surviving the wasteland, but thriving.
Thriving how so?
Okay, so this player, Moderate Torgage, they're an orchard owner in real life.
Wow, an orchard owner.
I know, and they posted this incredibly detailed proposal for a Flora overhaul.
A Flora overhaul. Very ambitious.
I know, but it's so cool. Like, imagine foraging for sea berries,
Sea berries, huh?
cultivating cloudberries,
Cloudberries, never heard of those.
growing citrus using those old USSR trench techniques.
Wow, that's hardcore.
I know, right? And all these native Russian plants.
Yeah, that would add a whole new level of authenticity to the game.
It would.
Yeah.
And just think of the possibilities. You could be making sea berry jam for an immunity boost, baking a cloudberry pie.
Cloudberry pie, I'd try that. Right. It's amazing.
That's a really creative idea.
It is. I'm already picturing myself tending my own little wasteland orchard.
Yeah, like a post-apocalyptic farmer.
Exactly.
It would be so cool.
It would. It really makes you think about, like, what's possible, you know? Like,
Right.
you could really build something special in this wasteland.
Totally. It's not just about surviving anymore. It's about, like, actually living and thriving.
Creating a new society.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay,
Yeah.
let's talk about something that I think a lot of players can relate to. Just like the general confusion of, like, how things work in the game,
Oh, yeah. The mechanics can be a little tricky sometimes.
especially with all the updates.
Yeah, they're always tweaking things.
Right. So we had players like Andrew1C9973 asking about spoons. Like,
Yeah.
which ones are good for what?
Spoons. All right.
Yeah. And then Pisso P893 was wondering about the purpose of certain items. And Pascal 1004 was asking about the spore effect.
Spore effect. Yeah, that one's a bit of a mystery.
It is. And then there was this whole thing about full biome encounters.
Oh, yeah, those are fun.
So Andrew1T9973 was like, what does that even mean?
Right, it's not the most intuitive term.
And Andrew Mechanics explained it like, you're basically fighting every animal from every biome.
All at once.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like 10 battles in a row.
Wow.
And Socially 4% pointed out that it includes every species.
So you got to be prepared for anything.
Yeah, you got to bring your A game.
Yeah.
But okay, we also saw some moments of pure confusion.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
So PPP8930 logged in one day, and they had all these items in their inventory that they'd never seen before.
Really? Like phantom items?
Yeah, they had 555 of them.
555. That's a lot of phantom items.
I know, right? And Dymo Sheep explained that sometimes the devs give out bonus items when you update to the latest version.
Oh, so it's like a little thank you gift.
Yeah, but PPP8930 was trying to figure out what the items were before the update.
That's hilarious.
I know, right? They were like, these items literally didn't exist before.
Like they just materialized out of thin air.
Exactly. Even Urge Mechanics was thrown off.
Wow, if Art Mechanics is confused, then you know it's serious.
Right. But hey, free stuff is free stuff.
That's true. You
So-
can't argue with that.
Okay, so congrats to Pastille 1004. They finally got a Raven.
Nice.
Yeah, they'll have to get rid of those enemy eyeballs.
Enemy eyeballs you.
I know, right? But hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
That's the wasteland for you.
Okay, so HH07558 is back after a 2-year break.
Another returning player.
I know, it's like a trend.
Welcome back, everyone.
And they're wondering why the hammer is so expensive now.
Oh, yeah. Prices have changed.
They have. And Loving Playgamer 124 was like, don't buy it. You'll find better weapons later.
Good advice.
Yeah, save your rubles.
Rubles are precious.
Okay, so we had Schoomatic 47, who's level 52. And they're still hanging out in the fishing village.
Level 52. Wow, they're a veteran.
I know, right? But they're hesitant to move on to the tourist camp.
Yeah, that's a big step.
It is. But Mocha Reaper's like, there's not much going on between the fishing village and the tourist camp. Just head straight to Tula.
Tula. Yeah, that's a good spot.
It is. App 5 tracks that the bases around Tula are great for questing and gathering resources.
Yeah, Tula's a good place to level up.
So Schoomatic 47, if you're listening. Tula awaits.
Go forth and conquer.
Okay, so now we have Pastel 1004, who has too much loot.
Too much loot? Is that even possible?
Apparently it is. They're thinking about making an alt account just to carry all their stuff.
Wow, that's dedication.
I know, right? like a Wasteland Pack mule.
A loot mule.
PvP 8930 had a question about the Belize.
The Belize. Oh, yeah, that beast.
So apparently it's been nerfed.
Nursed.
Dymo Sheep says the materials are easier to get now, but the repair costs have gone up.
So it's a trade-off.
Yeah, you can get one more easily,
Right.
but it's going to cost you to keep it running.
Makes sense.
Galaxy Lucid wanted to know if the painted chest is worth it.
Painted chest.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work to get.
It does.
But Dymo Sheep said, if you don't think it's worth it, skip the whole thing.
Really, just skip it.
Yeah, they said the painted chest offers the best value for your effort.
So if you're not going all out, it's not worth it.
Exactly. Okay, so we had Lockaline, who's having trouble connecting to their Google account.
Oh no, that's a nightmare.
I know, they've tried everything.
What are they using to play?
A Huawei device.
Ah, that's probably the problem.
Yeah, Huawei devices have limited access to Google services.
Right.
And get this, they're trying to get to an old save file from 2018.
2018. Wow, that's ancient history.
I know. They want to get their old Belize back.
Oh, that's sentimental.
I know, right? Okay, so that's it for this week's Wasteland Fatigue Weekly.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was right.
Like a little glimpse into the mind of the DayR community.
Exactly. So what about you guys? What were your favorite moments from the chat this week? Any hilarious conversations? Any epic battles or trading triumphs?
Let us know in the comments.
And don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe.
And subscribe to our channel for more DayR deep dives.
We've got tips and tricks, lore explorations, and more community highlights coming your way.
And hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything.
Ding, ding.
Okay, so the award for this week's episode goes to, drumroll please, Dymo Sheep.
Dymo Sheep again.
For most helpful comrade.
They really earned it this week.
They did, seriously. They were everywhere in the chat, answering questions, offering advice, just being an all-around awesome Wasteland citizen.
A true DayR hero.
So shout out to Dymo Sheep.
We salute you.
And to all of you out there in the Wasteland, stay safe, stay hydrated, and keep those crafting queues going.
And we'll see you in the next deep dive.
Bye, everyone.